Home of one of the largest and finest collection of Japanese art in the world outside of Japan, the Museum of Fine Arts here in Boston is currently featuring internationally renowned Japanese artist Hokusai and his most famous work. The grounds crew here at Fenway Park is working tirelessly to try to clear the field and prepare the facility for the home opener on April 13th against the Washington Nationals. They spent millions of dollars trying to clear more than 7 feet of snow off the ground in preparation for the season. The swan boats that you see behind me here in the Boston Public Garden are popular to Bostonians and tourists alike. They have a long history here in the city dating back to 1850 when Robert Paget was granted Boston's first boat-by-hire license. The descendants of his family still run the company today. Several hundred people here gathered today to celebrate the Chinese Lunar New Year. And although the holiday took place on February 19th, I learned it's completely normal to continue celebrating the event afterwards. University will be playing North Dakota this Thursday in the first Final Four game at TD Garden. Now, Boston University only offered about 30 lottery tickets to students, and on StubHub, the cheapest price is around $400. Tonight, the Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Baltimore Orioles. The series is currently tied at 1-1, and Justin Masterson will be taking the field in hopes to not only turn around his season, but the team's as well. If you have a spare $50 million lying around, you could have a building at Boston University renamed after you, thanks to the largest donation ever seen at BU by Alan and Kelly Questrom. Coming to you live outside of the Track and Tennis Center, where tonight the Boston University women's tennis team will be traveling to Stillwater, Oklahoma to play Oklahoma State in the first round of the NCAA tournament to take on the Northeastern Huskies again on Friday and Saturday to close out the regular season. Reporting from TD Garden for Boston University News at Noon, I'm Calla McLaughlin. And the Bruins aren't the only team on the edge of the playoffs that call the TD Garden home. The Boston Celtics are also clinging to the 8th and final spot in the NBA Eastern Conference. Do you think that BU should have done a better job of allowing more students to go and making it more affordable?
Yeah, it'd be nice if they had allocated tickets for the students that they could buy that weren't $400 now.
May want to make a quick pit stop at Disneyland on their way back from Indianapolis. After all, with the NBA draft looming, this might be their last chance to go as a team. The Aaron Hernandez trial has entered the 10th week and is expected to rest Thursday. The prosecution is attempting to seal the case before the jurors deliberate and come to a decision. So what do you think about BU hockey and how well they've done this year?
I mean, I think it's awesome. They made it to the Frozen Four. I'm just excited to have a school where I can actually go and have school spirit. Without a football team, it's really hard, and I'm really proud of them.
So there are 32 teams in the tournament, and the tournament is single elimination. Has Boston University done anything special or particular to prepare for the game, or is it just kind of business as usual? Thanks, Lauren. Definitely going to be looking forward to next week. And do you think that you consume more coffee during final season or final exam period than you do in any other time during the year?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta stay awake for finals, right?
Bun is eligible to participate in all off-season and preseason practices and will be permitted to play in week 2. While the Celtics are making their final playoff rush, there's more to the team than just winning. Education is just as important. More than just dumplings and dragons fill the streets of Boston's Chinatown as both young and old celebrate the Chinese Lunar New Year. Chinese New Year is both an entertaining and culturally significant day meant to be spent with family and friends.
As a Chinese, I think it's great. It's a good atmosphere, and it's a good time for my children to see what it's all about in Chinese New Year.
Traditionally known as the Spring Festival, all over the world people celebrate this ancient holiday to honor the Chinese population, their ancestors, good fortune, happiness, and longevity. The streets are loud, featuring music, firecrackers, and of course, the traditional lion and dragon dances that signify good luck in the year to come. Even those that previously didn't know anything about the New Year celebrations enjoy the street entertainment. Have you ever been to the Chinese New Year parade before?
No, I've never been.
What do you think about it?
I think it's a really interesting cultural experience.
Do you know anything about the holiday before you came here, or are you just enjoying the
I'm just enjoying the scenery, yeah.
The energy is high here on Sunday morning in Boston's Chinatown. Several hundred people here gathered today to celebrate the Chinese Lunar New Year. And although the holiday took place on February 19th, I learned it's completely normal to continue celebrating the event afterwards because in China, the celebrations for the holiday carry on for more than 2 weeks. For BU News at Noon, I'm Calla McLaughlin. The Boston Red Sox continued the Grapefruit League spring training season today against the Atlanta Braves. The Sox have gone 8-5 this spring as they work to bring the team together despite losing key players and making huge deals in the offseason, in addition to getting ready for the opening day with all of the snow. I spoke to manager of ballpark operations John Sedini to get the latest on how Fenway's coping.
Obviously, you can't really be prepared for the seven or 8 feet of snow we got, in such a short amount of time. So, it's been difficult. Luckily, our grounds guys, have been amazing, and our facilities members just making sure that things are put back together, that we're staying on top of things in terms of when it's a 100-year-old ballpark, so you're going to show some wear and tear. But I think we'll be in good shape, and if not, we'll have our shovels set up for a few days before and make sure we're ready to go.
The snow isn't the only hurdle for the Red Sox this offseason. The Sox have added third baseman Pablo Sandoval from the San Francisco Giants, and outfielder Hanley Ramirez has returned to Fenway from the LA Dodgers. The Sox also signed 19-year-old Cuban pitching prospect Yohan Moncada.
This season, I'm most excited about the offense. Made a few great key moves over the offseason, picking up Hanley and Panda, so I think the offense is going to be stellar. A little concerned about the pitching. The Moncada deal was more just, let's make sure the Yankees don't get him, steal him from the Yankees. We really don't have a spot for him right now. I don't know, maybe down the road, Ortiz retires, maybe you move Knapp, or don't re-sign Napoli, Panda moves over to first base, and then Moncada at third. I mean, that's the only thing I can foresee, but right now there's no spot for him.
With spring training already underway in Florida for the Red Sox this season, the grounds crew here at Fenway Park is working tirelessly to try to clear the field and prepare the facility for the home opener on April 13th against the Washington Nationals. They've spent millions of dollars trying to clear more than 7 feet of snow off the ground in preparation for the season. With many new faces on the team this year, Boston's very excited to see what's to come and for some warm weather. Reporting on the Green Monster for Sports Night, I'm Calla McLaughlin.